Good morning, Romany Rye. Today, I want to say a little bit about another one of my aunties. Now, as I've said before, I love all my aunties, but in life, if we all think about it, we see more of others than we do of others. So, I've had a lot to do with this lady, my Aunt Nelly, Uncle Joey Isaacs. And when I was a little boy going over on the corn, they was always over there. They lived there. Uncle Joey's brothers as well, lovely people. They was nice men. And done a lot of dealings with Maddie and Jimmy. And over the years, good boys. Anyway, I suppose you could say this really all started when we used to see a lot of Aunt Nelly and Uncle Joey. Was me and my cousin Morris was rugging for me a bit when I used to go off on Saturdays watching Morris play rugby. And then we'd get in the pub, and then we'd play cards, and then that was the end of it then, really. We was doing what we was doing anyway. Saturday nights, me and Morris and Lizzie and me and Jed used to go out all over the place. Country club up Newquay, Eve Coates. Anyway, we started staying home and having parties at home. And we joined up with Aunt Nelly, really. And Uncle Joe, or they joined up with us. But I want to take you back a little while. So I'm going to generalise this a little bit because I don't know the exact dates. But Aunt Nelly and Uncle Joey had a tragedy. Their son, Bobby, died. Only a young boy at school. But I think it's true to say, for what I've been told over the years, Bobby was a tremendous sportsman. He excelled in all fields of sport. And I think he probably would have went on to be a sportsman. But that was a terrible tragedy for them both. And one Aunt Nelly tells me that she'll never get by. Although maybe things maybe get a little easier, but she'll never get over that one. So God bless her. That's how she feels about that now. We used to go over Aunt Nelly's, then over Morris's, and then they would come up to us every Saturday night. But when we get to Aunt Nelly's on a Saturday night, you just want to invited the whole site, because it was mayhem. We'd be rock and roll dancing up and down the trailers, Aunt Nelly's trailer, music blaring. Well, just like a party, a real party every Saturday night. So we had some good times, and me and Morris used to jig Uncle Joey along over tapes. We was always out trying to buy tapes back then, of different country artists. Uncle Joey would say, "Put that tape on there now." And then a new tape would come up, and then I'd try and chore it. And he'd say, "Nell, he's trying to chore that tape, look, putting away." Yeah, it was good times. And get drunk, man. Oh my God. Yeah. I think Aunt Nelly and Uncle Joe worked together on the farms. But Uncle Joey was a very well respected man out around the Pool and Camborne area, and Madrid. I think he worked for Pals. driving the lorries and diggers and what have you. And I didn't know this till a lot later on, but he was in the Merchant Navy. He went all over the world. Didn't know it. But I've talked to Aunt Nelly. When I do her interview, she might tell us a little bit more about that. And the parties we had and the times we had were probably the best that all of us really, if any, have ever had. And good times. Now, time went on, and I suppose we all drifted apart a little bit. Not in drifted apart and knowing each other, drifting apart with the parties. Things sort of changed a little bit. And that was it in that respect. But I've always kept close contact with my Aunt Nelly. And she hadn't been too well. And a few times there, I was really, really concerned. Now Aunt Nelly had 4 children, 2 boys, 2 gals. As I said, she lost one. It's Matthew, Jane, and Mandy. And lovely children. And I think Aunt Nelly got some lovely grandchildren now. And she tells me, which we all are, she's glad to be alive. But she lost Uncle Joe. That was a terrible situation. Poor old bugger. He was all right to me, Uncle Joe. And knowledgeable man. If only you sit and listen to him. But when he passed, Aunt Nelly went down here a little bit, and in more recent times, she was in hospital, which wasn't good, and then she was at home, and she wasn't good. And I was thinking to myself, well, what are we going to do here? So I tell you the truth, I rang Jane, and this was her words. I said, Jane, I said, I want to bring my Aunt Nelly up here. Is it all right with you and the rest of the family? She said, it's not our decision to make. That's what Jane said. If my mum wants to come up to you, that's fine. It's up to her. So I drove down and picked her up, brought her up for the day, pampered her a little bit, this, that, and the other, and took her back the same day. But she did want to come and stay up on the site, on the campsite. Not literally on the campsite, but stay here and then interact with the people who were staying up on the campsite. That'll come another day. But God bless her. Only a few weeks back, she was bad again. Went down there at Christmas. She gave me a jar of pickles like she do every year. And when she come up here, she brought some beautiful stuff up here to eat. Egg and bacon pies and all quiches and all sorts of stuff. My God, she's one cook, I can tell you. Well, if she was up here, we could bake it to sell it. That's how good it is. So, the last couple of 3 weeks, my Aunt Nelly perked up. And you can tell in her voice, see. very softly spoken woman, but when she's on, she's on. And I love her to bits. And I don't like that term really, this love her to bits job. Because I do love her. Love her every hair on her head. So, I'm waiting to interview me now. She got a lot of interesting things to say, I know she has. But she's one special lady to me. And I can tell you now, if she ever needed my help, she got her own children. But if she ever needed my help, there is absolutely nothing that I wouldn't do for her. So I'm going to say bye-bye now for the Romany ride. Look out for Aunt Nellie's interview, because I think she's going to be interviewed. I think she agreed to it. When I get down to see her, which will be in the next couple of weeks. So it's bye now for the Romany ride. And I'll catch you later.